In the 1940s is where the company started as a manufacturing plant. Family's owned the company for 35, 36 years now. For us, one of the key elements of our business, and probably the key element of our business, is our machining.
I've been here 21 in my 22nd year now. When I started working here, one girl office, one guy up in engineering, and a shop full of guys. In over 20 years, we've expanded quite a bit. We've had people that have worked here 20, 30, 40, 50 years. I raised my kids working here. Now I have a son that's works here. He's a second year tool and die apprentice. What can I say? They're like family.
Again, we're a family company, so we value our employees the same way. We have close relationships with all our customers. We develop those relationships with that. We're done on a handshake. Types of work we do are decorative trim stamping dies. Lately we've been doing more with assembly fixtures, mating our parts to plastic parts, as well as plastic injection molds on the visual side, mostly the trim stuff, whether it's grills and appliques and stuff like that. So all the stuff you see on a car. 2 years ago, we bought another plant across the street. There's some logistics issues with that and finding out where a lot of the product is. One of our goals, and for me, the biggest goal of the system, is to create historical data. So we know down the road, when we look back and say, we spent this kind of machining hours on that job, we spent these kind of man hours on that job. It'll be easier for other people to look at a job and do some coding and know where we need to head.
So now that we've grown, we sort of think that we've got to do something that's not manual to keep track of everything. So one of the reasons we wanted to move on with an ERP system is customers, of course. They want more details on their quotes. They want more details in the history of the jobs. From design all the way to shipping out the door and everything in between, we want to keep track of.
We looked at a number of different systems and what have you, but one of the keys was what solutions would integrate well with our ACPAC products, and Genius Solutions came up, so we made the phone call and one thing led to another, and here we are.
I had our very first initial meeting with Jean Magny. He came down from Quebec and explained Genius and what he can do for us. A sample of one of our jobs and brought it back to Quebec and put it into a system. And then he came back and did all these spreadsheets on the board and explained, this is what you do, this is how your system works. And from design all the way to accounting and out the door, we're like, wow, this is perfect, this is what we need.
So it's helped us to control where inventory is, knowing when it's coming in, which job it's for, and that's really important to us. I've had experience in other ERP systems, and Genius has really differentiated itself from these ERP systems. It makes it a little bit quicker to navigate through the system. A lot of ERP systems I worked with before do not have the reports that Genius has.
The Genius people are like the Gladbird people. They're like family, they're cooperative, they're friendly, and it's been really a great experience.
Well, like us, they're a smaller company. They're not one of these big massive software companies that you're just a number to them. And they seem to understand manufacturing a little bit more than some of the other guys would. A lot of it's, the personal touch. They come in and you feel comfortable with them right off the bat. I think things have moved along to the point where it's just become part of the woodwork now. So we are tracking things better. We know when purchased product is going to show up now. We couldn't be happier. It's moving along as we had hoped it would. The direction that we want to take with it and where we want to end up, I think we're headed in the right direction. I think it's going to be a good system for us.